a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54 is Mike. Check.
They'll go option to the short side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Looking to throw, Young. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Young on 4th down. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and a yard. Young, flush to his right.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you. Hey, Red. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Another run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Young to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 7-7, our score after 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Tight end right. 10 cycles.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, Lance
out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Following the interception, Young. And Sharp calls it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders.
94 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Sanders again.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean,
he's got a man complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ready. Red 38.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready.
2nd and 14. Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. 45. Right. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump. Patch it. Check 24. Check 24. Ready.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Yellow, 43.
Going for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Young will set to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. Buying time to his left. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Lance now on 1st down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Working from the gun, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Mixon again, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Young on 3rd down. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Mixon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
On the ready.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. They'll roll him out right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go, set, 45, right.
Play action, now it's Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jamar Chase, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
19 yards that time for number 19. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That throw by Young incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of cover.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Here we go, 52 blue.
Third and long for Young. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Throwing again on second down. Young. And his pass incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now here's Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Set, ready, black, 95.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Let's make these black ultra.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Lance looking to throw it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense
came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us.
No. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Blue strikers.
Lance looking to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And got his man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Robbie Anderson, 70 yards. And the 49ers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Dante Jackson picks it, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Lance now on first down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly,